girl named Elvis Skinner. Her dress caught fire one morning, and she perished because of the damage done from that fire. But we have another one, Joe Boxham, that seems to hang out in the boiler room quite a bit. But there's something on the second floor that was kind of like saying, "Help our building."
I think
Wait, music box, shut up!
Shh, music box.
Oh, whoa! Dude, he just went off.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I'm shaking pretty bad.
Dude, I don't know. Dude, something's happening right now.
Felt like he was gonna pick me up and throw me across the room.
Dude. What the
What was that?
Oh, fuck was that?
Do you want to check?
My name is Zach Wenzel, and for the past 10 years, my crew and I have been investigating the paranormal. Spending overnight in some of the most haunted locations to try and debunk claims of spirits and manifestations,
I'm shaking
while
right
also
now.
trying to find proof of the afterlife. Along the way, we've experienced terrifying unexplained phenomena, and have further learned the truth behind life after death. These are our journeys, our adventures.
We're not afraid of you.
Together, we are unstoppable. Together, we are Blood Moon Paranormal.
Ashmore Estates originally was the Coles County Pork Farm. Back when it opened up, late 1800s, every county in the state actually had to have a pork farm or an almshouse. And Ashmore Estates was originally the Coles County Pork Farm. Opened up back in the late 1800s. Was the property here at that time. It was an older home that they built out here, and it had a fire damage. A little girl named Elvis Skinner. Her dress caught fire one morning, and she perished because of the damage done from that fire. But the building took a hit, and it was a lot of fire damage done to the building. It wasn't beyond living in it, but they never fixed it. And so 30 years after her death, a lady from the state of Illinois came down and said, this building is not set for somebody to live in. It's like, it's horrible, it's in bad shape, there's species everywhere. So the cattle and the livestock in the barn out back actually had better grounds and better living conditions than what the people did. So they forced them into tearing it down, and they built the building that you're in now. This was built in 1916. It was basically a fire-resistant building. The only thing that was wood in this building were the window frames. So they didn't want that fire situation like they had with Elvis. So they pretty much built it all so that wasn't going to ever happen. It continued on to like 1959, and at that time, it pretty much shut down because of the public aid situation. But the people that lived here were anything from rapists to murderers. And at that same time, you had kids living here in the building with those rapists and murderers, and it just wasn't a good situation for the kids to be involved in, but that was the only thing they could do. They were sentenced here from the court system to come down here and live. They didn't have any money. People that just were indigent, didn't have the money to stay anywhere, so they came here. They actually called them inmates. They didn't have to stay here, but they had nowhere else to go. So they were just kind of stuck here, living here at this location. For the most part, they probably had a good life, as well as it could be. I think that this was their home. They had a lot of people that came here from mental institutions. It was started off as a private psychiatric care facility. Financially, they weren't able to make that work, so they went public. And they were trying to bring people in from different locations, maybe that just had an overstaffing of or abundance of people. So they bring them, have them come here. It was never an asylum. People a lot of times confuse the two of them, but this was not an asylum. It was a hospital. They were here to help people. The third floor, just about straight up above us, is where they did a lot of electroshock therapy treatment. And so we don't know exactly everything that happened, but I did have two ladies that worked out here at the time that told me that's where the electroshock therapy treatment was, that they remember that happening out here. And that was in the early 60s, mid 60s.
And would you say that they were probably at some point pulling patients from the Peoria State Hospital here?
They might have brought them down here if they did have an overabundance of people that they couldn't handle. They might have brought them here because we're not an hour and a half away, so it's not too far. I was out here, I think it was September of 2013, wandering around the building, came out to an investigation with some friends of mine. He asked me to come out here and handle a part of a group for him. And when I came out here, there was so much stuff in this building, you couldn't investigate it at all. I mean, it was, there was a haunted attraction at the time, so they had props everywhere. You were walking through mazes. Later on, I got a phone call from a guy that said, "Hey, I'm interested in some props you're selling," because I had a haunted house in my own place in Auburn, Illinois. We wandered around. I'm showing the place, and we were upstairs, and I asked him. I said, "So what are you gonna do with these props?" He's like, "Well, I'm doing a haunted house in Indiana." And I said, "Oh," I said, "Okay." And he said, "Well, I have one in Illinois." He said, "But I'm closing it down." And I said, "Where's that at?" And he's like, "Ashmore Estates." I'm like, I'm real familiar with that. I said, "In fact, some of these props actually came from Ashmore Estates." I said, "What are you gonna do with it?" He's like, "I'm gonna sell it." And I'm like, my wife's sitting over there like, oh crap, because she said she'd heard me before talk about the place. And also, so I talked to him, we worked out a thing, with some trading, some props and everything, and some cash, and ended up buying the building. And so we were out here and we wandered around, and there was something as I'm walking down the second floor, and I'm as sensitive as a rock. I mean, nothing really gets to me at all. But there was something on the second floor that was kind of like saying, "Help our building." When I bought this place, there was no roof, there was no windows, there was no water, there was no electricity. There was really no reason to buy it. But I just felt good about the building. I thought it was something I could do. Craziest experiences here in this building. We had a real pigeon problem in the building because there was no windows in here originally, and we were trying to clear out some of these pigeons in the place, and I had a pellet gun. I was, shooting pigeons up there, and I heard somebody walking up the back stairs, and so I stopped, and then I heard a voice say, "He's up shooting pigeons." So I went over the stairs and yelled down, and there was nobody up there, nobody downstairs whatsoever. And so I walked down to the front, and there was a guy sitting out the front door, and I said, "Hey, were you just in the back stairs?" He's like, "No." I said, "No, I heard somebody walking upstairs." I said, "Wasn't you?" He's like, "Nope." He's like, "I've been sitting here ever since you went up, since you were shooting pellets." It's like, I didn't want to make sure nobody came in the building and got hurt. There's a lot of different spirits in this building, and I think they all pretty much know each other, probably from living here. Elvis Skinner, who the little girl that died from the fire, we think she's still wandering the hallways. And even though she didn't die in this building, she died in the previous building, but she died here on the grounds. We have another one, Joe Boxham, that seems to hang out in the boiler room quite a bit. And he seems like he doesn't like females. There's a lot of other ones that kind of seem like they kind of come and go. There was over 200 deaths reported from the building. So you could have, there could be a lot of different people, and it wasn't just from this county, it was all over the place where they came from.
So coming up these stairs right here is where Ryan and I, our first time here, we got to this landing right here. We were coming up this way, and we got up 2 steps right here. And we looked down this hallway after hearing a female cough, and we saw a shadow figure standing at the end of the hallway. The sensor light wasn't here, so it was pitch black in here. He says it's charging us, and he goes running down the stairs with the flashlight, leaving me here in the dark. But that was like my first big shadow figure encounter, was staring down this hallway right here. These windows weren't really here, it was all boarded up. Freezing in this room, but that's because the windows weren't up. Got some good stuff in here. And this guy used to scare us all the time. It used to be right here against this wall. So every time he came up the stairs, it'd scare us. And I was standing right here, right in this line right here. Jarrett was at the other end, and he was taking a picture of me down this hallway, and I was standing here. Next thing you know, I felt this like hand grab my arm. This was the first time, our first investigation. It grabbed my arm, and I was like, "Come on, take the picture, take the picture." And he takes the picture, he comes on down, and they take a picture of my arm. You could see the indentation on my arm from it, and you just see orbs around it. I'm not a huge orb person, but that is probably the closest I'll get to believing in orbs. So I thought it was pretty cool having that indentation and kind of the orbs around it. Yeah, that's fine. Jake and Noah are walking around, so.
I know. Lights on.
That one just went off though.
But it was on though. We walked away a while ago. It just turned on again.
Are you guys by the back stairwell?
They walked that way.
I know, if they went back that way.
No, it's going off by itself. We're looking at it right now.
Yep, just went off.
I'm gonna go see if there's an animal or something.
Copy.
Nothing.
You want to step back and see if it goes off again?
Yeah, we'll test it real quick.
Can you turn it on again? It's weird timing though, because I feel like it's happening the same time after it goes off though.
I don't know. I can't claim it's paranormal. And now we are at the 3rd floor nurses station, and this is kind of where shit went down. So we were up here, and we were getting a lot of K2 activity, full spiking to red. This door right here was closed. The door handle wasn't even here during our first time. I came over here and I tried tugging on the door. I was tugging on it pretty hard. Would not open. I left it alone and kept investigating. Jake comes over here. He looks through the hole in the door, opens it, no problem. That happened. He saw an eye through there, and then he was able to just open it when I couldn't even open it. After doing all of the research that we've done over the past 10 years, looking back at all of the data, everything from the moon, the weather, the date, lines up for an active night with all of the data we've collected over the past 10 years. So I think it's going to be a good night.
We have a deep history with Ashmore Estates, and tonight we'll be investigating Ashmore Estates with Spirit Stalkers. Not only are we investigating with Spirit Stalkers, but they'll be participating in an isolation, and we'll be doing one of their challenges. Welcome to the Trilogy of Pentacles, Chapter 2.
Dude, Noah's screwed. I'm hyped.
You're gonna have a great time.
You guys suck.
You thought we'd be easy on you guys?
I mean, kind of.
Okay, no.
Okay.
So yeah, it's somewhere on the first floor.
And the boiler room.
Somewhere,
Well, yeah, in that
somewhere on the
area.
first floor in the boiler room.
So I don't have to go up any stairs? I'm good.
No, you're good.
I mean, if you want to have fun, but you're solo, don't
I just gotta find a glow stick.
isolation
That's
to
it.
start.
Find a glow stick. I'll feed us in. Alright. See you guys later.
Bye.
See you, buddy.
Bye. Have fun. Good luck.
Watch out for the 8-foot shadow man. I'll just let him know you said hi so he can come find you.
Alright, see you, bud.
Bye.
Bye bye. Alright, we're on the first floor. We're looking for the setup. Wait. Is that it? Did I just find this that easy? I think I just found it. I found the location, the glow stick, the IR cams, and currently I'm being boiled. But I'm gonna pull out the EVP recorder real quick. This recorder will pick up electromagnetic frequencies that we cannot hear, and it said that spirits can talk through it, and they're called spirit voices. All right, I'm in the boiler room at Ashmore Estates, doing my solo challenge from Blood Moon. How would you feel if later tonight we brought a woman down here by herself in the boiler room? Can you tell me your name? My name is Noah. Can you say it back to me? Say my name. It's Noah. Cutting.
Alright, I'm in the boiler room at Ashmore Estates, doing my solo.
Is that a cough?
It sounds like a cough right here. Listen. Right there. I just captured like an EVP of like someone like coughing. That freaked me out a little bit, I won't lie.
Time's up, homie.
Oh, it's sick. Okay.
How'd it go? That was actually a really good challenge. My heart's pounding right now, I'll be honest. But I did a few EVP sessions. The only really weird thing I got that coughing. It sounded like it was very distant.
Okay.
But it was like like that's what it was. I don't know how else to describe a cough. But
How do you feel? You feel good?
I feel accomplished. I'm done. But my heart is a little
Good
beating.
job.
That was a really good challenge. You guys did
Good
great.
job.
But that was awesome. The place I don't want to go to.
Hell yeah.
Good shit, buddy. Let's do it.
What's going on? My turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Your turn. You're gonna walk out there. You're gonna go to the 3rd floor. You're gonna find the glow stick. Sit in the chair. 15 minutes. Call me when you're there.
I'm shaking so bad. Alright, here we go. See it? I have to find where they place all this stuff, and I'm about to sit there for 15 minutes. Hopefully I don't run into anything. But I do see this, and of course, They set me up right here with my back to that room. I will set up this music box. There we go. I'm shaking, but I am on the 3rd floor. They set my chair up in this damn doorway. And that light down there keeps turning on. What? Did it just turn on? Okay, that's a motion light, dude. Oh, I'm shaking so bad. There's a music box on the floor here. And if you... Dude, okay, this won't focus. Whoa! Dude, it just went off. Oh my god, it won't focus. Thank you. Hello. But that did go off, guys. And that light at the end of the hall keeps flickering on and off, dude.
While Jake didn't hear this sound, our cameras did pick it up. I'm not quite sure what it is, but to me it kind of does sound like a medicine cart or a gurney. What do you think?
But that did go off, guys. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I am shaking. I'm shaking pretty bad. I heard something down there. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is do an EVP session. Could you tell me what your name is? My name is Jake. Could you say my name back to me? Dude! Okay, what was that? Can you come speak into this? I think I heard you. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna stop this recording. Dude, I don't know. Dude, something's happening right now.
What's going on?
Dude, I've heard multiple footsteps in front of me. Here, I'll try to get another EVP, because that's when stuff happened last time. Did you enjoy living here? Are you okay that I'm up here trying to speak with you? I know there were some good treatments and some not so good treatments. Could you tell me what kind you got and if you are okay right now? It's me. Okay. Alright, let's listen back to this.
I know there were some good treatments and some not so good treatments. Could you tell me what kind you got and if you are okay right now?
Dude, there is a scream after that.
And if you are okay right now?
That makes me really uncomfortable, man. Hey, my time almost up, guys. I just got a really distressing EVP. Dude, that's about to make me cry, bro. That's messed up.
We're on our way up right now. Your solo is over, and we're gonna come grab you.
First of all, there was damn footsteps and shit coming at me. Dude, I was just listening back to this. I asked, I know there was good or bad treatments, good and bad here. Which kind did you receive? And there's like a, Listen, dude.
Could you tell me what kind you got and if you are okay right now?
You hear that? It's like, it's like distant.
Could you tell me what kind you got and if you are okay right now?
Do you hear that?
It's pretty quiet,
It's like,
but yeah, I hear it.
Do you hear it?
It's like screaming.
Dude, I'm so hyped. I feel so good.
You feel good?
I'm done, dude.
Is that what it is? Now it's time.
Oh god.
Now it's time.
Here's the locations. Boiler room. The second one is the kitchen, where the shadow figure bull rushed one of the workers here. The final location is the 3rd floor nursing station. This is the second part.
Okay.
And this is where the gimmicks come into play. After you pick your location, you will draw out of a second hat with 3 gimmicks. The first gimmick is you will be wearing enhanced audio during your entire challenge, so you will hear everything.
Okay.
The second gimmick is you literally get tied to a chair.
Let's go.
In your location.
Let's go.
We brought rope. The final gimmick is the worst one, because not only do you get enhanced audio, not only do you get tied to a chair, but you also get blindfolded in your location.
Literally, I'm gonna cry. You guys are fucking evil and psychotic for that.
In here are those 3 locations, and Carly will be drawing first. Pick a location.
Go Carly. My life. I'm literally like shaking right now.
I'm shaking too for you, I don't know why.
Boiler room.
I'm sorry for laughing, but of course.
So
Of course.
Dude, now it's time. You have the boiler room. Now you're gonna pick whether or not you will be tied up, enhanced audio, or all three. Tied up, enhanced audio, and blindfolded.
I'll pick one.
Imagine she just...
If she gets the last one,
Dude,
I'm gonna
I
be
swear to
sad.
God.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
No
What'd
way.
you get?
There's no way.
You're okay.
Are you okay?
You're
No, I'm not okay.
You'll be alright.
You got this. Alright, if you just need us, just yell, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
I'm so fucking scared right now. I can't do this shit. Anyone is here? I have a REM pod. I probably am freaking out by saying fucking REM pod, but there's a REM pod in that doorway if you can make it go off. Oh my god, I can kind of see. Oh. What the fuck? The fuck was that?
We aren't entirely sure what this noise was. It's possible it could be an animal in the room, or maybe some piping. Let's listen to it again.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god, I'm getting really scared right now. Oh my god, wait, I see on the corner of my eye the fucking capel. Oh, maybe that was me. Wait. It's like there's a tiny piece of like the blindfold that's down and I can kind of tell. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I don't know if that's me though. Am I done?
You're done? How you feeling?
Honestly,
What is going on over there?
honestly, I feel fine.
You feel fine? Actually,
Blinded by
though?
the light.
I didn't hear anything. Whoa.
That didn't happen at all?
Never went off one time.
Hello?
The capo went off though.
Did it?
Twice. I don't know if it was me when I moved, but I moved the whole time and it never went off.
Oh.
Alright, so we have the last two locations, which are the kitchen and the third floor nurse's station. Yeah, it's
Wow. Zach's gonna throw up. What did you get?
Featuring my old capo bag.
true. Yeah.
Got the kitchen. I'm gonna make some food.
That might be an option. Make us dinner, that's the option.
Enhanced audio.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You're excited, aren't you? You get tied up. Awesome. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Feeling ready?
Yeah.
You're on a mission. Alright.
Get her done.
Bye, Zach.
Have fun.
Hi guys.
Bye.
Bye. Get good stuff. Yeah,
He just vanished into the darkness.
He did just vanish into the darkness.
Not like that.
Is there anyone down here with me? Okay, we're gonna play Clap and Go Seek. You've played this with me before. In fact, I think we played it down here. So if there's anyone in here that wants to play a little game, I think you're really gonna enjoy this game, and I'd like to play it with you. So you're gonna hide somewhere in this room, and then when you hear the clap, I need you to clap back, and then I'm gonna come find you. All right, it's a small area, so you should have been hidden by now. I heard it to my left over here. Heard it. It sounded like it was to my left. It was like a little movement.
What'd you experience? What happened?
So I decided to play Clap and Go Seek with them, and got a couple of things. Kept playing for a little bit, and then nothing was coming through. So I was like, all right, like.
Yay!
Some good evidence.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
All right, last challenge. You already know what you get, but let's see them.
I gotta go through. Yeah, the third floor.
Third floor,
Excited. This is a close second.
and then tied up.
I'm excited because I've never gotten tied up during an investigation. So
Hell yeah.
let's go.
Let's go.
Oh my god. I really can't get up.
I mean, I probably could if I really.
All right, good luck.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye. The motion sensor light went off and I hear him coming up. Well, it was good talking to you. I appreciate you talking to me with what you.
Place. Him.
All the lights are going off. Guys?
What the hell? Look at that. Look at
This is when you started walking up.
Wait, I've never seen it do that.
What color should it be?
Purple? All of them should be
Dude,
purple.
why is it red next to you and it gets less as it comes towards us?
Blue.
Well, it was weird because I heard you guys coming. I saw the light go on, and I'm like, well, thanks for talking. I mean,
That has never happened before, ever.
Ever since I got the tripwire, I have never seen it flare up like this before. Do you think this is something paranormal? Or something to do with the technology in it? Either way, our isolations and challenges are over, and it's time for us to investigate together.
It's gonna be nice. I'm excited to actually investigate. We had some pretty, I feel like everyone had some sort of evidence, but definitely a lot of noises and voices, I'd say. Right? Yeah, but I guess, what do we want to do? Start third floor?
Yeah.
Third floor? Let's do it.
She fell.
I tripped her.
I think
Wait,
that-
music box, shut up.
Music box. Do what? Can you back away? Hello? I want to know how long it's been going. You have a camera, right?
Yeah.
It's true. While we were going downstairs, I left a camera recording upstairs on the tripwire and on the music box. Let's roll it back and see when this started.
Dude, and you were up here the entire time and it never went off once?
Not at all.
What if one of us is like, whoever wants to volunteer, what if one of us sits in the original hospital bed where they would have done electroshock? You want to?
Yeah.
That'd be a cool little experiment. I know, I'm gonna
Oh, Carly goes, of course.
set this up. Where should I set
Where's
this
his
up?
bed
Oh, it's nice and springy.
Just think that someone could have been electrocuted. Electroshock therapied in that bed.
You want to do an Estes there?
at? Yo. Yeah.
That'd be cool. That would be dope.
At this point, I feel like we gotta start with the heavy hitter questions.
Yeah, what are we asking here?
Zach has a bestie that follows him around.
Oh, cool. We're used to that. We hang out with Ethan a lot.
It's cold in
Yeah,
here.
pretty much. Honestly, okay.
Is it mean or nice?
It's pretty much the same person as Ethan's. That's why we're going to Velisca
That's
together.
why we're going.
Two,
That's gonna be
two halves of the same
Get the
hole.
fuck off me.
Who's here with us right now?
That was me. Sorry.
Sounded like a kind of female voice hidden under the static. Very quick, one syllable. No one's pushing the bed, right?
No, we're not even.
No, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I'm not touching it.
Bro, okay.
Here, but get it completely away.
He's chilling. Alright. Feel like the bed's being pushed.
Dude, there's nothing coming through it.
I think we should pull it from it.
Yeah, I think we should just end it.
The only thing that I got was like, it sounded like there was stuff trying to come through, but nothing really. And it felt like the bed was like getting like hit.
Yeah, no one was touching your bed.
And,
That's
like,
what's odd.
Yeah.
And it
I
felt
thought it was
like-
like this, but I
it
thought it
felt
was like
like-
this.
We moved to the next floor.
Yeah, I think it's time. So, not much happening. We went to the third floor, second floor, nothing. So, Ashley, you had an experience. You work here,
I
and
do.
you had an experience, as we talked about in your interview, in the kitchen down the hallway over here. You've never been back in since then.
Not in the kitchen area. I've
No.
been in the dining room. I just haven't walked back through the kitchen.
So this will be your first time back there, and you're agreeing to go back with us.
Yes. Reluctantly, but yes, I am.
Thank you very much, by the way.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And you got rushed back there, is what you said?
Yeah, I basically got ran out of there. Yeah.
By like a shadow figure?
Yes. And it was during the day, actually. It was
About-
on a
about-
Sunday morning.
How tall was it, would
It
you
was
say?
about 8 foot. I mean, it was literally to the ceiling.
Is there any noise with it, or?
Yeah. It basically, to describe it, it was like an 8 foot tall shadow that had basically what sounded like concrete boots on. I heard the footsteps. I felt the footsteps. Pretty much felt like he was running through me. Felt like he was gonna pick me up and throw me across the room. Trying to compose myself, and a friend of mine who came in, she was over at the house working, basically looked at me and said, I don't know what just happened to you, but you do not look like yourself and you need to go outside. And like I said, I haven't been back in the kitchen area since. I have been in the dining room to do the tours and the investigations and stuff.
Yeah.
But I have not walked back through the kitchen area behind the windows since then.
All right, well,
So-
if you would you like lead us back there, and then we can kind of see you go in for the first time, and I guess we'll just sit, see what happens, throw some gear down, but
Okay.
we'll follow you back
All
there.
right, let's
I'll
go.
be right behind you, or right beside you. Thank you for doing this. This is so
Thank
cool.
you.
So you've been in this
So
area.
yes, I've been in
Dining
this
room.
area doing, you know, the tours and the investigations and stuff. and
Yeah.
meetings, But I yet to go back here.
This is insane.
So, this is where I started.
Here you go.
Okay.
If you need to get out or whatever, just
Okay.
let us know.
So basically I just started here, you know, cleaning
Uh-huh.
and walking through and got to about right here is where I started feeling it. And it came from behind me, so it came from back there.
Okay.
And basically, when I got to about that hole, so about right where you're standing is when I took off.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm okay. I would never do it by myself.
All right, if there's any entities in here, whoever the person or whatever you were that she encountered, you can come speak into this device with us and let us know who you are.
Can you let me know who it was that ran me out of this area? Was it something I did that made you mad?
Are you happy with the work that they've been doing in this building?
Are you the same one that I've seen in other areas of the building?
Give you one more chance. Could you just yell into this recorder as loud as you can so we can hear you? You guys ready to listen?
Yeah.
Here we go. Dog.
Are you the same one that I've seen in other areas of the building?
You hear that?
There was something like
Was
Yeah, I
that-
saw you react to that.
Was that the dog barking though?
It
I
sounded
think there's
different to me.
something there.
That you heard that before
Yeah.
I even pointed it out. All right,
Okay,
let's-
replay that.
Building? Are you the same one that I've seen in other areas of the building?
Oh, that's not the dog, man.
Hold on. I'm just trying to make it out.
Areas of the building?
It does sound like it's saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let's.
Like a
I'll
very
turn it.
deep.
We'll go back a few seconds and listen through so we can get used to it.
Are you the same?
That's a dog.
Are you the same one that I've seen in other areas of the building?
It's like,
Right there.
With how scared Ashley was, this didn't help. The entity responded directly to her question, and with that, we decided to do another EVP session.
All right. Whoever the entity is, you scared Ashley out of here. Could you give us an answer? What's your name?
Are you the one that follows me?
Can you see us right now? Are you looking at us?
Do you not like Ashley? Is that why you try and scare her all the time?
Did you want us to leave this room?
Hopefully we got something.
Can you see us right now? Are you looking at us?
What the
What was that?
Fuck was that?
Do you want
What
to
was that?
check Zach's?
Wild.
Check Zach's.
There was no sound like that.
Yeah, go back. Okay.
Dude.
Okay. We're good. We're good.
See if it goes on after that.
I'm gonna go back more.
See us right now? Are you looking at us?
That was deep.
Wow.
Listen to the next question. What's the next
Are
question?
you
Hang on, 'cause I was
okay?
noting something.
You good?
Okay.
I was noting something. Can we listen to the next question?
Do you not like Ashley? Is that why you're trying to scare her all the time?
There it is again!
Okay, no, I'm gonna stop you right there.
What is
I
that?
don't mean to be an asshole and like debunk your shit right
No,
now.
No, please
But
do.
her stomach growled.
Please do.
Was that my
Did it?
stomach?
I don't know if it was yours or hers, but it came from this direction. There was two
I will
stomach
take
growls.
that
And I was
and go with it.
that's
I will
good.
say it's
Cool.
No. Sorry, I was like,
No, if that's what it is, that's what it is.
Boiler room?
Carly, do you guys want to go to the boiler room and the four of us can stay and that way we're a little bit separated?
Hell
And just
yeah.
see
I'm fine.
if you want to. That way you guys get your moment in there. And then
We get our moment in there. Carly already got her moment in there.
I want to stay in and see what
Yeah.
happens for a minute more in here. This is actually
Or did you want to come with us?
I don't care. I can if you
Do you want to do like 3 girls and then 3
guys?
back here?
You can. Go for it.
I was gonna say, if you want to, we're.
If you want to.
I was gonna say, we're not trying to make you.
No, that's fine.
Let's go see what's going on.
Okay, I was down here earlier for my isolation challenge. So, brought 2 more of my friends with me.
Ladies are in the boiler room.
Yep.
We're going up. Let's do it.
We going on?
Up. We go up to the 3rd floor, baby.
Is Joe here? And oh, hi. It kind of like sounded like it said like, hi.
Something came through.
Joe, is that you? Do you like talking through the spirit box?
Yeah.
Like a really short, like a yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Dude, it's like, yeah, it's like they're just like asleep. It's like they just become like very dormant
If you
after.
think about it, during the paranormal or psychiatric hospital, they would have all been asleep during this time. Or hospital time, they would have been drugged up.
Oh yeah, you're right. So they can't even do anything if they wanted.
Very
Even
true.
if, like she said, even if they wanted to, they wouldn't be able to because they would have drugs on board.
Yeah.
So
Can you give us a sign that you're here? Those lights just turn on.
Yep.
In the hallway.
The stairway, I think.
The stairway lights, yeah. It is so quiet, man.
If I try the sync box. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, something different. Can you explain what it is?
So it's basically, it's kind of like a spirit box. It's another ITC device. Cycles through radio waves. It's nice because this one has a shortwave option. So those are more like, from my understanding, localer stations.
Yeah.
There's also a drop of blood in here, in the creator. Puts a sigil in there with the drop of his blood. And, yeah.
See what happens. That's creepy as hell. Is that how it normally sounds? What is it?
Should I keep going? Tell me when that's good.
I hate that. That's a creepy sound. Hello? Whoa, did you just say something?
There's something.
Can you try to come through once again? Can you say the word perfect?
Did it?
Did it just say perfect?
I can't tell.
My head feels really fuzzy.
Dude, I was just gonna tell you, I am feeling sick to my stomach.
Like, I'm fucking drained, dude.
Dizzy. Like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, dude. I'm being serious.
Electroshock?
Could be.
Yeah, question. Does the motion sensor like go off constantly?
no. So they are actually on test mode. So they should only go on and off when somebody is walking in front of them. Because we tested earlier when I was up there with them. And you have to walk, like on the 3rd floor one, on this side, you actually have to walk down 2 or 3 steps before it goes off.
Bruh, you wanna go harass them?
Let's go bully them and scare them.
Let's go bully them. You wanna just start clumping up the stairs without saying anything?
Should we like make the motion sensor go off and then like make a footstep?
Yes, thank
You guys hearing something? Is that them? Let's go find out, quick. What was that? Carly? Ashley? Dude, if that's not them. Go, 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 go. That was like 2nd floor, right?
That was the second.
Carly, damn it.
These are assholes.
Do you guys actually hear
I thought we got something. That was the
Dude.
first thing.
I know we didn't get anything in there either.
You're gonna pretend to be Ryan for a moment, and it's gonna be real simple. We're just gonna recreate the events that happened the night that I saw the shadow figure on the 2nd floor, and it's just gonna be real simple. So I mean, we'll see what happens. I doubt it,
Yeah.
but
Might as well.
worth a shot, right?
Yeah. I'm just standing here. So.
We're just standing right here. Shine the flashlight down that way. You showed yourself before. You show yourself again. Long time ago. You do it again? All right. That's it.
Overall, like, great place, beautiful location, lots of history, but, you know, we didn't get as much activity as I thought, and that's perfectly fine. It seemed like we started off in the beginning of the night with a decent amount of activity, and it died off real quick right after we finished the challenges.
The day, it's very dead silent. It's honestly kind of calming, but it's very like you feel like stuff is watching you. And then once it hits night, it starts getting dark. Those hallways, you can't see a few feet in front of your face. So that intense chest tightening, it really comes out for sure.
Definitely one of those places where it's mainly residual, because during the nighttime nothing really happens, but I'm sure if you're here during the day when the place would be active, when it was active itself. But this place is amazing and I hope to come back.
I would say it does beat the first time, activity-wise, but I still think we didn't get much. The owners even say that, it gets to a certain point at night where it just becomes kind of dormant and activity stops and they go to sleep or whatever, and I feel like that's what happened. But the first half, crazy stuff was happening. My challenge that I got from Noah and Jake from Spirit Stalkers was something that pushed me to my limit, and honestly, I'm very proud of myself for doing it.
This is my 4th time back, and it's always good to come back here, kind of like coming back to the roots. But the Trilogy of Pentacles is really kind of showing our limits of how far can we take it back to the past. And with that, it's taking us back to the first 3 places we ever been to. And Ashmore was probably where some of the craziest experiences I've ever had have happened at. Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like we're getting much here at all this time around. Especially in 2019 when we came back, it didn't seem like we were getting much at all either. But I honestly think it's something to do with the restorations and the build they're doing here. But that isn't necessarily a bad thing. As said earlier in his interview, he came here and they said, please help our building. That's what he did, is he came here and he helped the building, and now they're happier.
Jake and Noah do really bring something different to investigating. Like, we've investigated with other investigators before, and just they do things differently, and it's super cool. Like their Spirit Stalker challenges, I was hyped for those. I was so excited.
This collab has been in the works for quite a while. We've been trying to figure out a good place to go to, and it was wonderful to work with them as always. And they're doing something special on their channel, Spirit Stalkers. So definitely go check them out. Make sure you subscribe.
It was really fun. They're awesome. I loved meeting them and doing the video together. It was such a cool experience, and I hope we can do it again in the near future.
And our 3rd episode of the Trilogy of Pentacles is our craziest yet. We're returning to Villisca.